Hi, this is Nicole Lee with Health, Beauty, and More. And I want to go into some differences between sweeteners. Everybody's heard of sugar, just pure cane sugar, white granulated sugar. And that's the first one I want to talk about, which says 4 grams of sugar per teaspoon and 4 grams of carbohydrates per teaspoon of sugar. So that's 15 calories for 1 teaspoon. That's granulated white sugar, also known as sucrose. It has the calories that I talked about. It also has risks as far as health goes. It's related and linked to diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular diseases. It starts out as a disaccharide, and the body converts it into fructose and glucose. The average person consumes about 53 pounds of sugar per year. So those are some of the characteristics of regular sugar. The second one I want to talk about is called Stevia, or stevia in the raw. This is gluten-free. It's a vegan food. It does look like you can use it for baking. Even has a recipe on the back. It lists the carbohydrates of less than 0.5 grams of sugar, 0 protein. And let me go into a few other characteristics about stevia. It's gone through quite a history, it sounds like. It is calorie free, and it does have 200 times the sweetener, or almost calorie free. It has 200 times the sweetness more than sugar, so it's 200 times sweeter than sugar. In South America, it has been used for centuries. Starting out, it was not approved by the FDA or Food and Drug Administration in the 80s, and then there was some there was some contention about that, and it was brought forward again, and it's finally got granted as a safe product by the Food and Drug Administration. It was derived by a plant and has other names now that are derived from the same source, and they call it Truvia or Purevia, sweet leaf, Rebiana, sun crystals. So I've heard that it depends on where you buy it, as far as what you're getting, as whether it's true stevia in the raw, or like this one is blended with other sweeteners. You know, I did not get this at a health food store. I got this at a grocery store, so it probably doesn't have the this true stevia in the raw characteristics that one would find at a health food store. It's probably, the quality may not be the same if it's blended with other sweeteners. Okay, number 3 is, this was expensive, and it's called Xylitol. You remember seeing that word in your chewing gum? It's a natural sweetener, third few calories than sugar, excellent alternative to sugar, and this one said non-GMO by the company Now. This one, as I found out through reading later, but most xylitol comes from China. It's a sugar alcohol, no calorie, 5% less sweet than sugar, has 40% fewer calories, extracted from corn cobs and hardwoods. But this is also, I looked on the back, and it is from China. It surprises me. It says naturally sweet. It costs a lot more than stevia. So then the last one I want to talk about is your raw honey, organic raw honey. And what I found was the unfiltered type looks like this. You see, it's not clear. It's not pure like the filtered honey is. It's raw honey. You don't want to give it to a baby under a year old because they can get botulism. I'm not saying they will get it, but there's a chance that they could get very sick and maybe even die from it. Now, organic raw honey has 17 grams of carbs per tablespoon, or 60 calories in a tablespoon. It's a superfood. It's a unique blend of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, antioxidants, and phytonutrients. It's broken down into the bee pollen and the propolis. The bee propolis and the bee pollen. Bee pollen is the vitamins, the minerals, the carbohydrates, and the lipids and proteins that are in the organic honey. The bee propolis is, the characteristics of that are antiseptic, antibiotic, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory. It's also, there's been research to show that it has helped digestion, immunity. Local honey has helped some people with allergy relief. But because of the unpasteurization of it, it is raw. There is that small chance that it has some bacteria. So those are the comparisons I wanted to go over today. And you can do further research on that. And there's a lot more honey, different types of sweeteners besides what I listed. But basically, those are 4 that you might want to investigate and maybe do some further research on other alternative sweeteners if you're interested in that. This is Nicole Lee with Health, Beauty, and More. Please subscribe.